Alright, Pisces, soul family, what it do? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Pisces gang. Give us exactly what we need to know. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. It's general, guys, right? It may or may not resonate. So take what does, leave the rest. Keep an open mind. Tarot is fluid. Cross watchers, place yourself where you belong in the scenario starting. All right. Please excuse any sniffling that you hear, guys. My sinuses has been cutting the full. Okay. I hope it's not too distracting, but we're going to get through this. All right. Take a moment and click that like button if you don't mind. Okay. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Please support your girl. Thanks for those of you who have been doing so. We are growing so fast, y'all. And I appreciate you guys so very much. Words can never express my gratitude. Okay. So let's go ahead and dig right in. We don't really have time to waste. I have a lot to unpack here. Even though I don't know exactly what's happening, I just feel like it's a lot. A lot. Have you been experiencing a lot? Are you overwhelmed with certain things in your life, emotions, or things that are just happening? Have things been happening left and right? You know what I'm saying? It just feels like a very overwhelming energy. It's just not giving me like details, okay? Ooh, we have male, female. That's in the reverse. So gender doesn't matter. This is just energy. Is this someone who treated you like an option? Is this someone who treated you as if, you know, they could have whoever? The things that you brought to the table is nothing, you know. Get that a dime a dozen. What else you got? It feels like a never-ending cycle of proving yourself. Is that correct? Oh man, don't get me to start cursing out these motherfuckers because I don't like it. I do not like it. That's exactly what's going on here. If you resonate with this, yeah, this is somebody who is for the streets. Okay, community pum pum, community D. This definitely feels like an individual who is non-committal. This is somebody who's possibly never really had a real relationship. They may say that they have, but they haven't. They don't know what it entails to be in a relationship or a partnership with someone, let alone with someone like you, because I feel like you know what you want. You're very decisive. You have goals and plans, and you have a thought process in reference to your trajectory in life and where you want to be and the things that you're trying to cultivate. You're awoken because you're here. You know what I'm saying? So you are spiritually inclined, and it just feels like a lot. It feels like you're a lot for this person, but they never really, this is not the type of person who was trying to impress you though. You see what I'm saying? That's how it should have been. The dynamic, in my opinion, of this relationship should have been them, you know, building the table, motherfucker. Since I got all the resources, you build that shit, and then I'll show you what I'm bringing to it. But you just showing up talking about what I'm bringing to the table. Well, where the table at, motherfucker? Where is the table? You know what I'm saying? You want me to bring the shit to the table, and you want me to bring the table too? That's this type of energy. Yeah, to trick people into thinking that they're not worth the time of day, to trick people into thinking that they're not worthy. So they may have many of people, guys, trying to prove themselves. This is somebody who has people chasing them, who has people, you know, wondering what's going on. It feels like they play a multitude of mind games to get people stuck, and it's not necessarily because they're all this great energy and they're, you know, the best sex partner ever, or they're the finest, or they got the fattest ass, or they the tallest, or got the most money. No, it is the trickery, you know, it's trickery. Okay. It's the trickery of it all that gets people stuck. This could even been somebody that you, turned away from for quite some time before you gave them a chance. You know what I'm saying? They pursued you actively, hot and heavy. And then the moment they felt like they had you, they may have charmed you, okay, or love bombed, whatever the scenario was. At some point you got comfortable enough to consider this person. Yeah, you may have even taken this person back a couple of times. I feel like this relationship died, and then you tried to grow it again, but it just died again. What was my train of thought? They trying to throw me off. Yeah, it feels like somebody you would have turned away before you actually started dating them. A couple of times. You may have turned this person down a few times. Yeah. And then they just like stroke lottery, you know? I don't know if you were vulnerable at the time that you actually gave in to talking to this person, but you always had an inkling intuitively that they weren't on your level, that it was going to be a lot of work, that it was going to be just like a headache, or Yeah, you could feel that in your spirit. Do not lie. You know what I'm saying? Intuitively, you felt it all up in your intuition. But at the time that they tried you again, you may have been in a vulnerable situation or a vulnerable place emotionally or just in your life in general, and kind of wanted the company. You entertained it for those purposes, not necessarily because you saw something great in them. And that might piss you off even more. But this is the individual who definitely feels like they struck gold. They would never tell you that, though. They hit the jackpot. Okay, they feel like they hit the jackpot once they got you on their roster, because that was like top-notch shit. You know what I'm saying? They may even brag about you, you know what I'm saying, to their friends or whatever, about how they pulled you or how they may feel. Do not beat me up, y'all. I'm just hearing and I'm saying what I hear. How they might feel like they have you like on a leash or on a string, depending on how many times that coffin card has flipped into the reverse. They kind of feel like they may have it like that, you know? But like I said, in my opinion, this should have been the energy of someone who, yeah, you did hit the fucking jackpot, but instead of treating it as such or as a once in a lifetime opportunity or a fortunate chance, yeah, because you don't have the skills to make this much worth. You know what I'm saying? If we're just speaking in metaphor, you don't have the skills to bring this kind of wealth or abundance. So you hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying? As anybody could buy a fucking lottery ticket. You just so happen to hit the jackpot. Now you gonna fumble that shit. You just gonna blow it all on bubble gum. That's what you gonna do, huh? That's what I feel like. Yeah, they just kind of added you to the pack. They didn't really shoot you to the top of the list. I mean, that would have been the least that they could do, but they didn't even do that. They really, really played with this, and you may have even found out about their endeavors outside of this connection, outside of the relationship for some of you, okay? Yeah, this is someone who definitely yields to have mind control. You see what I'm saying? It's not a lie, guys. Yeah. Yeah, this is someone who they strive for that shit. That's the goal. Because looking at it from a factual standpoint, right? If you really run them numbers in reference to, you know, what their bank account looks like, you know, what they actually own, what assets they have, how much brain power do they have? Are they articulate? Do they read? You know what I'm saying? Do they have good communicational skills? Are they emotionally intelligent? When you start running them numbers, the shit don't add up. The math don't math. You know what I'm saying? It's not there. So they have to go about it in a different way in order to get people stuck, you know? In order to have a semblance of control. Wow. Yeah. So it's definitely exactly what we're dealing with here, you guys, okay? I don't know if you're still engaging with this person or not, but it's showing up for a reason. It could just be something that you need to hear in order to yield the strength to walk away from this, give you some clarity and some answers so you're not stuck trying to figure it out. Because it's not like people stay around or get obsessed with this person because of who this person is, because they're such a great person. Like I just said, they get stuck with the games, you know, they get stuck in a maze and you can't get out because it's like, I want to figure this shit out. Like I've never dealt with anybody like you before. Like you are definitely my G, a clown. Definitely a clown, but you're just not one of the clowns that was at Ringling Brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, you know, Soul Circus, some shit like that. What the fuck is this? You know, what kind of clown are you? You know, what kind of tricks are you playing? So I can be prepared for the next motherfucker. Once I figure you out, I'm out this bitch, you know? And it's like that, but it's very rare that people figure this person out, okay? It's definitely a habit of theirs. It's definitely something that they have mastered, okay? So you're not the only one. Wow. They have mastered the way that they get people stuck. And it might not even be stuck physically for those of you who are not engaging with this person, but mentally, you know what I'm saying? Even subconsciously. It's a control that they have over your life, even after they're no longer in your life. I mean, it's that toxic, okay? It can really shift and shake a person's being to deal with this individual. You're not really the same person after they're quote unquote done with you, even though they're not ever really done with anybody. This is the type of person who will break up with you and then come back and try to come back like nothing ever happened, or ghost you and try to show back up as if everything is all good, you know, like they just spoke to you yesterday. and they just kind of keep a revolving door of all of their exes. It's a very, very long list. I must say that. It is. It's long. Yeah. And then they feed you the false hopes, right? The false hopes, the wanting. They may breadcrumb a little bit. They may do a little bit more than they did the last cycle just to keep you reeled around mentally. And you're always just kind of left waiting. Okay, well, when will this change happen? When will we be exclusive? When will you cut off all the rest of those people? Or when will you be serious about us really moving forward? When will this shit take off? Like when? When does it happen? And I feel like this is someone who uses the opportunity of saying the right shit to get back in and really taking advantage of whatever resources you give in a connection or a relationship. They love those benefits. They come back in for a short period of time to reap those benefits, and then they flip that coffin card up in the upright once you're getting restless about the changes. You're not seeing them. You're questioning them again about what they said and how things were supposed to go this time around. And before you know it, they're gone again, right? Because they don't actually make the changes. They just come around to say what they're going to do. They just come around to do the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Or they may razzle dazzle you maybe one good time, and then you just can't get that one time out of your mind. You're trying to get back to it continuously. It just feels like that, guys. Okay. Ooh. Man. Okay. Am I triggering any of you? I'm sorry. I'm definitely sending you guys love and light, you know. I just felt like a rush of sadness come up because of the, you know, it's the truth. And sometimes the truth is hard to look at. And it's hard to believe that people are like this, really, you know. But I do believe that this sudden wealth card is something that we definitely need to keep a good eye on, because I don't believe that anything that you have experienced is in vain. You understand? I don't. So let's see what we got going on here. Yeah. Netflix and chill. This is definitely this kind of, so you were never really able to get a true connection out of this person. It never went beyond a certain level. It definitely remained extremely shallow. You may not even if you dated this person over an extended amount of time and the two of you have quote unquote history, just in the length of time that you've known them, you don't actually feel like you know this person. They're not very open. They're extremely closed off. They keep things very surface level. It may just be physical. You know what I'm saying? See, Draken. Now, this person may now be in this saddened energy, just depending on what your actions have been to them lately. Okay. I don't believe that you're still engaging with this person. However, even though they would like for that coffin card to be in the reverse, that may be what they're attempting to do at this point in time. You just may be choosing a different avenue at this point. All right. I do believe that there are some feelings towards losing you in their harem. You're like, bitch, what? I was never a part of the harem. Am I me? I understand that. And I agree with you. But I'm just saying, this is how they view, you know, anybody. This person views people as possessions, you know, that they're taking stock in investments, you know, good run horses. You know what I'm saying? Good. They're going to win the competition. Whenever I need this person, they own. You know what I'm saying? That's how they view people. They don't really view it from the standpoint of a relationship. And you never really felt that either. You just thought it would progress into that naturally, right? Organically, you thought it would progress into a situation where you were actually in a relationship. But this person just kind of strung things along at a very painful, torturous type of pace. You know, it feels unbearable. I definitely hope that it's them that's sad, though. I'm just going to say that because y'all know I don't play when it comes to y'all. But, you know, I'm sorry that this has occurred. I'm sorry that it's happened. Maybe you're wondering when you will not care about this anymore, right? I almost hear like pleading with the divine for them to take it out of your spirit, to take it out of your mind, to make you not care anymore. This is happening for a reason, however, okay? We will definitely view what the silver lining in all of this is in the extended, because I just want to know what good shit is going to come from this. It feels all bad though, right? So I ain't gonna let us go out like that. I will look at the good shit coming in, especially if this is something that is behind you or that you're currently working your way out of. So yeah, can't even. You would be surprised to know the thoughts and the things and the worry going on inside this individual, even if they have a whole bunch of bitches, even if they have a whole rack of guys, even if they have a whole community, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. This one may be striking them in a chord that they never really knew was there. I won't necessarily say that it has anything to do with love, because I don't feel that. It definitely feels like pride, like somebody whose pride you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or their ego was a bubble and you just popped that shit very effortlessly and got the fuck out of Dodge. You know, it's bothering them that you're unbothered, possibly, okay? And even if you are bothered by this a little bit, they would never know. You're not showing it. So it's like the both of you are not showing how the other feels, but I feel like this person is going to break any silence that might be between the two of you, or any distance that you may feel in the connection. They're going to try to close that gap, but I just don't believe that they will be able to do that, because you have a good idea in reference to what it is that you want out of life. And as a Pisces, okay, indecision is not always far from a Pisces, but once you've decided, then that shit is it. That's Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's in stone, motherfucker. We don't write shit down and thought. Once I decided, that shit gets written in stone. Okay, and I have a good idea that most of you have written the end, the death of this shit in stone. They don't believe that. They don't believe you, you know? That's just... How could they? Then they would have to believe their own fate, and they would definitely be left to sulk in this loss. It would feel like they lost the game, not you, the game. I lost. I can't believe I lost, you know? This is a sore loser. And I feel like this is the type of individual who will actually even spiral out of control, do some off the chart shit if they feel like they lost. You know what I'm saying? I don't lose, you know? Wow. All my old bitches still want me. All my old guys still contact me. I don't lose. You know what I'm saying? I get people stuck. I don't lose. And it's like, oh, really? Okay, you ain't date no Pisces then now, did you? Did you? You thought I was a goldfish? Nah, bitch, I'm a great white. I'm a great white. Wow. So we have new moon in Capricorn. It says stand up and lead. And I feel like this is what you're doing at this point. No more cycles of this. You are definitely choosing yourself this time. I don't believe like you chose this person over you, but you put yourself on the back burner to figure out what was going on here. You see what I'm saying? It's the confusion of it all. It really had your mind wrapped. And for some of you, it might still, right? And like I said, I'm sending you love and light, because I definitely don't like being in that position. I don't think any person does. And it's sickening that there are people who will conduct themselves in this way to get people toxically attached to them. You see what I'm saying? It is a form of insecurity and them lashing out in that way. Okay. So we have first quarter moon in Pisces. It says honor your feelings, period. This is a very, very poignant lesson on a self-love journey. Okay. Especially for Pisceans, you are very naturally a nurturing person. You want to help. You do not like to see people in pain, even people who have caused you pain sometimes. But you cannot do that to a fault or a deficit to your own soul, to your own self. You have to take care of you first, okay? And understand and realize when people do not deserve that portion of you. It is a gift, okay? That's what I'm being told. I don't know if you view it like that just yet. You may view it as a gift and a curse. Your emotions and the way that you care for people and the way that you view certain circumstances and how you may feel like you come out last because of how, you know, good-hearted and good-natured you are. You may feel like people take advantage of that, or, you know, it's not about throwing that out entirely. It's definitely about cultivating a plan and a access point in your third eye, okay, in your intuition to understand who deserves it and who doesn't. And it's not something that should just be given freely, okay, unfortunately. And that may be a little bit difficult for some of you. If that's who you are innately, you don't know any other way, right? So that's a learned behavior that you might have to learn how to kind of put up a wall, unfortunately, right? How to put up a fence around your good vibes, your good aura, your energy even, okay? People may suck off of your energy, take from you. And It's really about you choosing yourself, your feelings, who you are, what you have possessed within you, what you have grown, and protecting it. Okay. And the way that they are telling me that you protect that is not allowing everyone access. Okay. So honoring your feelings, definitely not letting people guilt you into shit. And, you know, people who know how you are when it comes to anyone being down and out or sad or in need or in a tight spot. You are the one people call. You are the one willing to help. You are the one. You're the one. And you often have it. You see what I'm saying? But just because you have it, everyone doesn't deserve for you to give that portion of yourself. It's literally a gift for people to have you in their life in that aspect. And that is the way that they are guiding you to look at that character trait of yourself. They want you to look at it like that moving forward. Okay. And be very, very particular. Be very, very choosy is the word I heard. Choosy. In reference to who gains access to that. Okay. It's earned. It's not just given and then taken away when somebody fucks up. No, nobody gets it. You earn that shit. Period. Okay, so I'm going over to the extended, guys. All right, I want to really dig in over there. I want to see what karma may be approaching this person in the near future. That I'm very, very interested in that. Period. I want to know because they have really rubbed me the wrong way in this reading, unlike any other reading before. But just because of how underhanded and conniving this tactic is, okay? It's definitely, you know, beyond trickery at this point to get people stuck in this way. And they rather enjoy it, seeing people squirm, seeing people reach out to them and call their phone over and over and over after they ghosted people, you know, see people try to hit up their friends and family, or see people hit them up after they broke up with that person to see if things is still able, you know, having people chase them and still just be attacked. That is disgusting to me. I hate it. Yeah, having people draking. This is the energy that they place people in with their mind manipulative, controlling games. Yeah. Emotional, alone, lonely, depressed, sad, rumination, all of that shit. Apologizing for shit you didn't do. You see what I'm saying? So all of that goes hand in hand. Anyway, I digress. So we're going over to the extended, as I stated. So I definitely want to look at their karma. And I also want to see what habits they will be forced to release in the near future. I will still look. I don't have any inkling that this person has made any drastic changes, which is definitely what will be needed in order for this to ever even be a friendship again. Not saying that that's what you want, but everybody doesn't want to, you know, cut ties with their person, right, guys? So I just have to be fair in reference to what I'm looking into, okay? We will also look at this person's next steps, their intentions, okay? And the potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage or if you decide to walk away. We will look at both. There's no judgment. And then I want to see what would be the silver lining for all this shit. What? Why? What is the good shit coming out of this? Okay. Out of this experience, what good shit do you have coming towards you in the near future? I definitely want to know. I want to see what Spirit's focus advice is in order to speed up momentum towards your most fulfilling life. Whatever that looks like for you, everybody's recipe would be different, but we will get Spirit's advice in order for you, in reference to what you should focus on to yield that and bring that into fruition in the least amount of time. Okay, so let's go on over to the extended. First, click that like button now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do that. Support your girl. And click the subscribe button. All right, notification bell, just in case. And I will see you guys over at the extended. Okay, it's going to be linked down below in the description box. I'll see y'all over there. All right.